What's up, you guys? My name is Justin. Welcome to my channel, 502 Fragrance Reviews. And this video right here is going to be short, no nonsense, to the point, short and intro and everything. I'm going to give you guys, as you can tell by the title, my first impressions of the new YSL Y Eau Fraiche fragrance. Before I do though, like I said, if you are watching my videos and you're not subscribed, I have a good amount of viewers that are watching my videos but are not subscribed to my channel. Hit that subscribe button below, it's free to do so, and hit the post notification bell, let you know when I upload a new video. So I got a lot of great content planned for you guys, man. So the other day, the day I'm recording this is Friday. So I said the other day, I think it was yesterday. With the YSL Y Eau Fraiche hit the department stores here where I'm from in Louisville, Kentucky. So if it's not in your city yet, I expect it to be pretty soon. And I decided to wear it yesterday. Decided to spray it on. And you know, I work in a department store. I work in the fragrance department. I'm not gonna say where. Can't say where. And here's what I'm gonna say about this fragrance. I'm gonna bring the bottle up right now. I know you already know what the bottle looks like, but I'm gonna show it still right now. The bottle is sick. I love the bottle. The bottle in person too, in your hand, the frosted, the white top, the bottle's sick. But aside from the gorgeous bottle, let's talk about the fragrance and my first wearing experience. So here's what I'm gonna say. To summarize it real quick, the wearing experience that I got, it wasn't the best, to be honest with you. So when I first sprayed this fragrance on, what I get, because I sprayed it on test strip and I sprayed it on my skin, I wore it throughout the day. In my wearing experience, when I first spray this on, I get a really big burst of ginger and lemon. There's also pepper in the top notes, but I don't pick too much on pepper, but my nose isn't super experienced, so maybe you'll come across pepper, but I don't personally. I get a lot of lemon and ginger. A little bit more ginger than the lemon. The lemon does not come across like lemon pledge or lemon cleaner. It doesn't come across like that. It's like a brisk, fresh lemon, but not lemon cleaner. That's the best way I can describe it. It's not lemon cleaner, not lemon pledge. But the ginger is very nice. It's really it's a really zingy, fresh experience in the top. A little bit spice on account of the ginger. I know the pepper is there to give it more spice, but I don't get an overwhelming amount of spice in the top notes. Now, as the fragrance on my skin transitions from the top notes to the heart, the lemon is what faded the quickest on my skin. The ginger did stay on my skin longer than the lemon, but as the heart notes started progressing on my skin, I started to notice mint, lavender, and the juniper berry all coming out of my skin at once, in addition to the ginger that was still present on my skin. And it's still nice. It's still a nice experience. But as you really transition to the mid, the top notes go away. On my skin, at least, maybe your mileage will vary, I get a lot of juniper berry. So to me, and this stays throughout the life of the fragrance, to me this is a juniper berry heavy fragrance, at least on my skin. So if you're not a fan of juniper berry, definitely still try it on, but there's a good chance you may not like this. Because as I was smelling it, I started to get the aromaticness from the lavender, and I started to get that green freshness. But there was something else that my nose was picking up. And I'm like, what is that note that I'm smelling? I'm not saying it's bad, but it's almost like astringent in a way. Because I don't have super experience with fragrances like that yet, like the bigger YouTubers. And I decided to look up the notes, because I didn't look up the notes that day until that moment. I was like, what is this? And it's definitely the juniper berry. It's an interesting note. Now that I know what that clearly smells like in fragrances, it's an interesting note. I can see it being a love or hate note for people in the fragrance community, for sure. And then, honestly, the geranium that's in there, I don't pick up on it much at all. It does maybe keep the fragrance bright. Maybe it adds a bright component to the fragrance overall, because through and through this is a bright fragrance. That doesn't really get dark from the cedarwood incense, which I'll get to that in a second. But I wish the mint was heavier, at least on my skin. Maybe it's going to be on yours, but I got a big dose of juniper berry. And I've been on a mint kick lately. I like mints and fragrances, so I wish the mint was more balanced out with the juniper berry, or maybe the mint was more pronounced. The lavender and mint on my skin was more of a supporting note to the juniper berry. And then in the base, the cedarwood and incense, I don't pick up hardly any cedarwood at all, in my honest opinion. The incense is there a little bit, but it never makes the fragrance very dark in the dry down. It doesn't go dark at all. It doesn't go super smoky or balsamic. It's just there to like give it some minor depth. If I was to pick out my 3 most prominent notes, at least on my skin and my wearing, it's lemon, ginger, and juniper berry. Those are the prominent notes that I get out of the fragrance. Now, I gotta say some really important things here at the end. This fragrance right here did not last long on my skin at all. I mean, it went faint really quick. I'm talking about, I sprayed it on at 10. My coworker came in at noon and I asked her how she smelled on me, and she already said it was very faint then. Like, I mean, very faint. And the projection of it, like the strength of it is maybe good for the first 30 minutes to 30 to 45 minutes, but around the 4 hour mark, maybe 5, I didn't really detect it anymore. And I will say this, the other Y fragrances, apparently, I got Y Eau de Parfum right there, and I'm gonna get that in a second. They're known to have amberwood in it, some derivative of ambroxan. There is no note, no breakdown, doesn't mention nothing about amberwood or ambroxan. But in the dry down of this fragrance, the far dry down, I picked up on a lot of amberwood, ambroxan, whatever you want to call it. As a matter of fact, I picked that up more than the cedarwood or incense on my skin, at least, in the dry down. The ambroxan or amberwood is definitely there, but I got it more in the dry down. Maybe it's there throughout the life of the fragrance, it's just my nose can't detect it. But I smelled it clearly in the dry down. But the performance on this, man, was not good. Maybe this right here is a fragrance that you should spray on your clothes. It's gonna be better on your clothes and your skin. You definitely want to make sure your skin's moisturized, and you not have dry skin when you apply this bad boy on, because it's really not gonna last long then. It smells pleasant, but upon my first impressions, okay, my opinions could change. I've never smelled YSL Y live yet, sadly. But right here, the Y Eau Fraiche, is not better than Y Eau de Parfum. And I know, the Y Eau de Parfum is still a beast. As a matter of fact, I even think the Y Eau de Toilette right here, I think the Y Eau de Toilette's better than the Y Eau Fraiche. To me, in my first impressions, it's a disappointing release, guys. Even though the bottle's freaking gorgeous, this first impressions is not good on this fragrance. The longevity, the performance was very poor, and I know this is a fresher fragrance. I know that. So maybe I need to take that into account as I give it more wearings. I just wish it lasted a little bit longer at least. I mean, last a little bit longer for it being fresh, but it went faint very quick, at least on my skin. So maybe it'll be better on your skin. So that's my overall first impressions of the new YSL Y Eau Fraiche. Let me know in the comment section below if it's hit y'all's department stores yet, wherever y'all live at. Have y'all smelled this yet? Or if you haven't smelled it yet, are you planning on smelling this fragrance? I think that it's gonna probably for sure win one of the best looking bottles on the design side of this year. But the scent, at least in first impressions, it leaves much to be desired, at least in my opinion. Like I said before, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe to my channel. I got a lot of great content planned for you guys, and hit that post notification bell to let you know when I upload a new video. That's all I got for you guys today, man. Until next time.